before I was with Rounder Records, and I was with Rounder Records for 14 albums and a couple for Telarc and the latest one with Rykodisc, I was on another label, and artistic freedom was sort of like an impossible goal. You just couldn't have artistic freedom in the beginning of my career, because there was a certain way to write songs and there was a certain formula, and that was impressed upon me. This is the way, this is what gets played on the radio, this is the way to do it. So I tried and I struggled, and I just felt like it wasn't really real for me to do it that way. So with the song Love and Whiskey, I really crossed over the threshold where I gave up. I said, you know, there's a piece of music I have here, it needs words. I'm going to take a letter that I wrote to a friend. I'm going to take a real letter that has no particular commercial appeal as far as I knew, and it had heart and soul, and I thought, I'm going to take the words and I'm going to move them around to fit this music, and I'm not going to worry about any formula, I'm just going to tell the story. I just gave up, and I thought, what the heck? And I released it at the last second. I even thought, well, don't put it on the record, it's too personal. And then a friend heard it and she said, you got to put this song on the record. So I put it on the record came out, get a call saying it's been licensed in Europe. Now, that was wonderful, because that was the first time that my music was also going to be heard in Europe, that as far as I knew. So then a few weeks later, I got a call saying, Love and Whiskey is released as a single in Holland. And I thought, wow, I've got a single. You know, because Rounder was a small label at that time. They didn't have that kind of financial muscle to put out singles, and very few people ever had videos in those days. So I thought, well, it's okay, it's on the other side of the ocean, but I've got a single, you know, this is fun. Well, a few weeks beyond that, I get another call saying, you've got a gold record. I'm like, that really built up my, that really gave me support to just write the story, write a personal song, write whatever comes, don't worry about formulas, don't do it by somebody else's method, because that's not what's going to work for me. You know, my own way is the only way that I can really do anything that's going to be honest. So it changed everything. That song was a kind of a landmark for me. And after that, you know, came a whole bunch of other songs that were now coming much more easily because they were real for me. Well, if you live in dusty twilight, baby, that's okay. 'Cause there are women at the bar to greet you every day, and you can take them back to life with you and visit Jamie's room, but they can never take the pain away or brighten all the gloom. And if your hands are clenched in sorrow, may it help you ease your pain. And though the windows have a view of city rain, city rain. Well, if you walk in constant sorrow and you cry for me, if you're hit with painful memories, maybe then you'll see that if you drown yourself in liquor because it keeps you company, just remember who you're losing and be proud to set it free, because it don't talk back, it don't disagree. Said it just makes you see so hazily, but in the morning light your life is scattered with the wind, scattered with the wind. You know, they tell you on the telephone to let him go. I said, they tell you he's a sinking ship and he's trying to pull you down, don't you know? But every time you call me up and say you want me back, you know you break my heart. I said, you want me to come back home and try again, you want me to make a brand new start. Well, if wisdom says to let him go home, then you know it's hell, because you just don't know until you've tried to love a man who's loving whiskey, loving whiskey. My baby left me for the bottle and the lure of the nightlife. Good times and crazy women and another glass of Tanqueray. Well, if wisdom says to let him go home, and you know it's hell because you just don't know until you've tried to love a man who's loving whiskey. Loving whiskey.